It says we're live, but they always lie. BS was in here at 6:46 this afternoon, and Greg slid in right before at
a minute before.
Yeah. So Greg News said he was going to try to be in here. He said they were doing something at church and he didn't want to go, and he's like, "I'll probably be on the live." So
we hope to see him on here.
He said they were doing some kind of thing at church, and he's like, it's kind of hokey or something like that. He's like, I'm not going to go tonight. And I was like, okay. He's like, I'll be on the live. So give us a 2 before in the chat if you can hear us and we're actually live and YouTube is not just shadow banning us or whatever. All right, BS said, hey.
There we go. Forrest Smith is in the house.
All right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Homestead HQ, where we talk about homesteading and preparedness. My name is Shelly, and this is...
And I'm Jason. And Dana Russell showed up. She's called
Dana.
Notice it's hi friends and not just hi friend, because if it was hi friend, that would just mean you. So that means Dana.
Yeah, probably.
Dana's my friend also. I feel special and loved. I'm excited. And Mike Shepard said good morning.
Good morning. What have you been driving all night? And are you working nights now or something?
Mike pulls that stuff like I pull on Wednesday nights at church. Everybody's like, hey, how are you doing? I'm like, good morning. Because you're so trained, at church.
Right, Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I tell people good morning all the time on Wednesday night, and they just give you that look of like, have you been drinking? So I'm like, not yet. The apple brandy's not done. So I hadn't even started it. So it'll never get done if I don't start it.
Mine's percolating.
I need to get it going. I just have not had time to do it. So, all right. What have you been doing, Shelly?
Well, Josh came over on Sunday and we made 5 gallons of cranberry wine.
Well,
so it's in there doing its thing and bubbling and all that. So I got one of those big carboys and we made it in one of those.
It hadn't blown up yet like he said some of his did?
Yeah, no, it's not blown up. I did the first night, though. I came home. I mean, it's so active. I came home and like all this foam was bubbling out of the top and running down the side. I had to clean up that whole mess and everything. But it's fine. It's doing its thing.
Well, Mike said he started it, but it molded. So, and BS has got questions on the blog. So
on our blog?
I guess.
You mean there's somebody reading our blog?
All right. Let's pull it up. Which all right, BS, which one? And
there's only 2 entries so far.
Yeah. So which one and what's the question? So, and then also tonight, we don't have a topic. So we're going to do like Q&A. So whatever, we're going to just free ball it like I did last week. If y'all want to talk about something, put it in the comments. And as long as people are commenting in the comments, we'll run with it. So
hey, I do have a news article.
All right.
And you're going to love this one.
All right.
Okay. Dana says, I stopped at Kroger yesterday and there was 0 Honeycrisp apples. And I thought, all my friends have bought all the Honeycrisp apples for Brandy. I was so proud. I was getting ready to say, Dana, it's because I have them all.
Yeah. You bought all of them. So that's why I hadn't started mine.
The question is, and I think I know the answer to this, but we'll let Dana, she can correct me if I'm wrong. It says, how do you store unused SCOBY? You store it in apple cider vinegar. That's it. You can just put it in a mason jar with apple cider vinegar. You can even like stack them up. First time I went to Dana's house, she had a jar up in her cabinet and it just had layers of SCOBYs up in the jar. So that's my answer. If that's not right, Dana, you need to correct me. Forrest says, Shelly, I'm supposed to tell you, Jason did a good job last week and didn't fall down any rabbit holes. Jason, I'll expect the 20 you promised.
It's in the mail, Forrest.
And according to Dana, I got that right.
That's what I was going to say, too.
Okay. And so then he's okay. BS says, do you store the next starter kombucha in the fridge? And can you use a store-bought kombucha for a starter? Now, I don't know about the store-bought kombucha. We'll let Dana answer that. Do you store the next starter kombucha in the fridge? You can. You will actually. Okay, so the scobies don't have to be stored in the fridge. They can be in apple cider vinegar in a jar up in your cabinet. It's probably a good idea to store them out of the sunlight, like in a dark place, cool, dark place, not a lot of temperature fluctuation. But you can, when your kombucha's done, you can bottle it and stick it in the fridge. But I will tell you this, because I also make kombucha for my grandson because he has eczema, and we're trying to get his gut straightened out with kombucha. So I'll bottle some up for him, and Jessica has found scobies in the bottle of the kombucha that I take over to her. So yes, you can store it in the fridge because I really don't like room temperature kombucha. I would prefer to drink it cold, but it can form a SCOBY on it, that doesn't hurt you. It's all good bacteria, right? I don't know if I answered your question, but I'm going to let Dana answer the question about can you use a store-bought kombucha for a starter? I'm not sure about that.
Stephanie showed up.
Hey, Stephanie.
So, well, tell us this story or this news article, because I just found one a minute ago that made me laugh.
So. Okay, so you may have read this because it's actually been all over social media, and I'm going to apologize in advance because it's really kind of gross and kind of awful, and yeah, I'm just going to apologize in advance, but it's going to be right up Jason's alley. Okay, BS says, I just read that you need to keep some back for the next batch and wanted to make sure how to store it. Sounds good. So just real quick, let me address this. When I make mine, so I have a jug that has like a little spigot down at the bottom. It's like one of those glass jugs you make a big old batch of lemonade in or something with a little spigot at the bottom. And so what I do is I'll mix up, I'll brew my tea and everything and add sugar to it and mix all that up. And then I pour it into the top and I let it sit for it usually takes about 3 to 4 days to get it to the taste that I like. And then I drain it off to that spigot, but there's still probably about that much in the bottom of that big jug that's underneath the spigot that like you'd have to tip it up to get it all completely out. So it's like I'm just kind of refreshing that. Does that make sense? So there's always still some in my jar with my SCOBY when I add the new to it after I've drained it off and bottled it, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Dana says you can absolutely use store-bought kombucha as a starter as long as it's raw, unpasteurized, and unflavored. Good to know. And Dana says my rule is save 20% for the new batch. There you go, BS. Hope that helps. If you have any other questions, let us know. Okay, on to the story. So have you heard about this dude in Muhlenberg County?
Yeah, I heard about that.
So it says an Owensboro man, which this is Kentucky, y'all. I'm not proud. Whatever. An Owensboro man is arrested in Muhlenberg County for sexual abuse of an animal. It gets better. Central City Police say a driver called 911. A driver called 911 to report seeing a man having sex with a dead deer on the side of the road. They said it happened on Philip Stone Way Saturday. Not the Saturday before last, I think. Officers responded to say they found Alan Osborne still in the area and still with his pants down. They say blood and deer hide were on his clothes When they got him to jail, they said blood and deer hair were also around his privates. Police say sexual crime against animals is a D felony and carries a penalty of 1 to 5 years in prison. Y'all. Like, it wasn't, you can't even, like, you know, like the whole joke about sheep and stuff, but it was a dead deer, y'all. It was a dead deer.
I know. The funny
out on the side of the road.
The funny part about it, and I'm deciding on which way to go, but the first thing that comes to mind is the funny part. I saw the dude's picture. It's a white guy, not a Muslim. Because you know how they like goats.
It was a deer. It wasn't a goat.
I know, but goat, deer, I mean, they're probably equal opportunity. But you've got to, I don't know. That dude had to be on something.
You want me to share his picture?
Oh, yeah. It's a horrible picture.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Let me show you.
I mean, all right.
This is the guy. Like, even his mugshot's kind of bad. It's not really clear. But this is the guy. And y'all, this story is getting serious traction. Like, every day there's like updates.
Yeah.
Like,
now
I just, can you imagine, like, you're driving down the parkway in Kentucky, and we have beautiful parkways, you know? I mean, there are lots of pretty stuff to see, and hills and hollers and all that stuff. And then you see this guy on the side of the road going crazy with the deer. Like, what? What is happening? What is happening? Is he on crack? What is happening? I want to know the thought process that's like, that sounds like a good idea. I don't understand.
I mean, that's one of those dudes. He's so ugly it could be raining boobies, and he'd get hit in the head with a pecker. So, I mean,
I think you're right, BS. I think he's a meth head, like, for real.
Probably.
And yes, Stephanie, it is sick. I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't. When I was driving to Bowling Green last weekend to go to our class, I was on the parkway, and there was and I've never seen them do this before. There was a truck on the side of the road, and they were actually picking up dead deer carcasses. And I wanted to holler out the window and be like, thank God you're picking them up and getting rid of them, because there's just some craziness going on in Kentucky highways.
Make sure you pull the rape kits out and check. So, I wonder if they'd use the same kit as they use for people.
Oh my God.
There's so many ways we could go with that. It's in Methenburg County, pretty much.
Well, and this said, it says sexual crimes against animals is a D felony and carries a penalty of 1 to 5 years in prison. Like, is that the same for dead ones? Is that true for dead ones?
I guess. I mean, morning or evening, Michael. But all right.
Those of you who are jumping in the middle of this conversation.
I've done some dumb stuff in my life and dumb stuff in college, but I've never, and I have deer hunted a lot, and I've never looked at a deer and been like, that's a fine tail on that deer right there. I'm gonna jump out of the stand and get me some of that. It's like that is, I've never thought about that in my life. I have never
good to know, Jason, because if you had, I think that we'd have to end our relationship today.
It's never crossed my mind. Michael,
God.
What in the Lord's name have I walked into? Michael, we were talking about the guy in Muhlenberg County that was relieving himself with a dead deer. So you just have to rewind that. We're not gonna. You can probably look it up. I mean, Michael's in Kentucky, so he's probably heard about it.
BS says this one time in college.
Yeah. Never in my life. So.
Yeah. And
I don't know.
you know what's funny? Like the day that I read this, because this has been, I guess because I wasn't on here last week. So I think it might have been Thursday or something when this came out. And I immediately sent it to the girl that I share my office with, so I would have it in Messenger so I could read it on this.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the story.
Stereotypes are bad enough. We don't need to make them real.
That's right.
We're gonna claim that guy was from Indiana. I mean, if he's from Owensboro, that's close. He might have been across the river in Indiana. So I don't know. There's so many ways I want to go with it, but we'll probably lose viewers if I do. And I'm gonna try to say,
I'm sure that he would have never dreamed that he'd be Facebook famous.
yeah. What's he gonna tell the people in jail? Well, you know how guys in jail take care of the people that do stuff.
Right.
It's like, you know, is there like a PETA gang in jail that's going to beat him up? You know,
I doubt it.
Is it going to be like the instead of the Aryan Brotherhood, is it going to be like the PETA Brotherhood or something? They've all got tattoos of dogs on their chest, and they're like, we're going to get that dude that got that deer. We're going to beat him up.
So did you think you was going to get in trouble last week, Jason? Is that what all this is about?
No, I was proud of myself that I did not go down rabbit holes.
Oh, look, he says, now look where we are.
Yes, I didn't do it. Yeah. So I didn't do it. It's just.
Here's Mike Shepard. I agree, Mike. This is probably what it is. He's probably born and raised in California.
We're gonna say that was Gavin Newsom's brother. So,
oh God, that's awful.
All right. Bear Actual. Good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a hot minute. So hey,
but that's the story for today.
The news article that I found is kind of funny, but kind of not. The picture of it's kind of funny, but the squatty potty inventor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He got arrested for some kiddo stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah. So if you got a squatty potty, you probably need to throw that thing away. So, yeah. Another one bites the dust. So
Forrest says, I'm getting more concerned about Islam in America. Islam cannot coexist with Western values. Also, it's not racist to say you hate Islam and wish it out of existence. Islam is a religion, not a race.
Yes.
Okay.
Me and Forrest are on that the same. So we could talk about. I tell you, one of the best channels is it's Dr. Bill Warner. It's Political Islam, I think is what it's called. He breaks it down, and man, that dude gets serious. I think the guy's dead, but his YouTube channel's still up, and they still post some stuff. But I got into where I would listen to him. But yeah, I totally agree. I mean. If you look at it, our values in the United States cannot coincide with Islam.
I agree.
And if you look at it too, they will. And I've dove deep into this, and I'm trying to remember a lot of it. But it's like there's the Muslims that are going to do jihad and stuff like that, and then there's these peaceful Muslims that like, oh, we're not going to do that, but they're working behind the scenes and they're going to give you up in a heartbeat. The guy coming with the machete that wants to kill you, his buddy's going to be like, hey, Jason's hiding over there in that closet, and they're going to drag you out of the closet. And it's like, yeah, you can flat out lie to non-Muslims. You can flat out lie to them, tell them lies and all this stuff, and you're still a good Muslim. And, you can beat your wife and all this kind of stuff, and you're still a good Muslim and all this. And it's honestly, Islam is more than a religion. It's a religion, it's a culture, it's a whole banking system and everything. So if you look at it, and there was something I saw on TikTok, they were doing these loans for Muslims because apparently Muslims are not allowed to pay interest. And I don't know if this was BS or not, but essentially you and this Muslim financial center go in partners on buying a house, and they own a certain percentage and you own a certain percentage. And every month when you make the payment, you get a little bit more percentage ownership of the house, but you pay a quote fee for doing that. And I'm like, really, you're still just paying interest on it, but they don't call it interest. So, and then if you look at it, and I'll tell you, people can take it or leave it. Alex Jones, I look at InfoWars. I think some of the stuff Alex Jones does, he's a crackhead on some stuff, but some of the stuff you can look on InfoWars, and 2 or 3 of the articles every day is stuff over in Europe where all these migrants are coming in and they're raping, murdering, and all these people. I mean, there was one thing, it's like three migrants from wherever raped like a 78-year-old woman the other day.
That's
and
awful.
Yeah.
Crap.
But if you really look into it, you can see, I mean, and I guarantee they're doing it here. It's just not getting any play because Fix News is not going to report it. CNN's not going to report it. They're all these Muslims are just peace-loving Muslims that just want to come here for a better life. And it's like bullshit. And BS has got it there. And I've watched some interviews and stuff like that. It's like these guys are like, yes, we have a way, you know, they're playing the long game. The United States is just like, oh, let some of these people in. They're all fine. They're just playing the long game, and they are outbreeding white people, black people, Mexican. They're outbreeding that. I mean, they come over here, they get all our tax dollars, and just think about it. If they're getting all these tax dollars, the woman would just sit at home and just breed and have a ton of kids, and we're paying for it while we're out busting our butts, and it's all we can do to afford one kid.
Right.
So, and I will say it, Muslims suck.
I looked this up and it says that that it's prohibited under Sharia law. So they use Sharia compliant financing, which structures transactions through profit sharing, leasing, and buying and selling assets at a markup rather than charging interest on money.
Yeah. Holy cow. Look, this is groundbreaking. Ground fog is here while we're live and not 8 hours before.
Hey, ground fog.
That's amazing. He's never been live in here before, or at least done anything while we've been live.
He says they demand tolerance when they are the minority. When they are the majority, they demand submission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of their big things is, you know, they will come in and take you over, and you can convert to Islam, but you're still kind of an underling. And if you don't convert, then you're a slave and you have to pay them taxes.
Right. An infidel.
Ground fog's a lurker. I can appreciate that. I lurk in a lot of places, but not on the side of the road with a deer.
I hope not. Jeez. Ugh.
All right. We're doing like a Q&A. So if you've got something you want us to talk about, put it in the chat. And then we'll talk about it, whatever you want to talk about. But we're kind of done with the deer, so let's not talk about deer anymore.
You got questions, we got answers, or we'll make them up, one or the other.
Yeah. And BS says, Agenda 2030, NWO, it's biblical. Yeah. Well, we could get on, I don't know, I don't know. We probably don't need to get on that because we'll get kicked off. You can't say anything bad about Israel or they kick you off. We've all got to bow down to Israel and all that. So I did see something, and I don't know if it's true or not. Apparently the U.S. aircraft carrier, Gerald Ford, was having sewage problems on the aircraft carrier.
I saw something about that too. Problems with the toilet or whatever.
Yeah. So they're headed over there to, I don't know, start another war with another country that's not probable cause. So we'll kind of see about that, see what happens. Have you heard anything about it? I just quit watching that. I'm like, they're going to go bomb and do whatever they want to. And they're really, well, what it is, it's like, oh, all the Epstein, all these files are coming out. We need to start a war so nobody talks about that.
I noticed, was it up in Louisville? I think it was up in Louisville. One of the bridges across the interstate, they were hanging signs up there that said, something about you release the trials, now start, or you release the files, now start the trials.
Yeah. That would be nice, but we
'Cause I'm
all
like, if you're not going to do anything about it, what difference does it make? Well, I
that,
mean,
oh yeah. Well, I mean, we're like, you know, if you're like a week late on your taxes, the black SUVs show up. But if you're an elite, you can do whatever you want to, and it's like, oh, you shouldn't do that, you know, slap on your hand. So, what'd Bill say?
he says, speaking of deer, I need 2 or 3 good hides without a bunch of holes in them. I want to tan them and make a pair of buckskin pants.
That'd be cool.
Don't get them off the side of the road. They'll have holes in them.
Oh, yeah. Well, that boy didn't put an extra hole in it. He used the existing hole. So that hide might have been okay. So I don't know.
I just can't imagine the dude that's driving down the road, the guy that called 911. Yeah. I would have been like, what did I just see? Like, what just happened?
Oh, yeah. What do you want to tell everybody about our super secret squirrel stuff we did this weekend?
Yeah.
Tell them about it.
Let's tell them about it. So,
speaking of squirrels, she is like squirrel.
Yeah. 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 For real.
Yeah.
He said I wasn't talking about pecker holes. Okay. Anyway, so Melanie, our social media chick, and Greg, who is fast becoming a really good friend of ours, and Jason and I went to Bowling Green and got trained. We are now certified CPR, AED, and first aid instructors.
It's kind of scary.
I know it is kind of scary. So if you have an organization or a church or something like that who needs that kind of training, we can do it.
I'm looking up something. Keep talking.
Are you talking? So, Forrest, I get that in my email, 1440 News.
I don't know nothing about that.
It's supposed to be factual or whatever, like not just basic. I mean, just news without a slant either way.
Boy.
But
I got it pulled up. I'll take a look at it. But yeah, the AED, CPR, and first aid training was good. Our instructor was good. She knew her stuff. The only bad part is it was like I thought I had ADHD bad, but I was like, she's got it bad. So
admittedly, like she was like, I've probably, she kept saying, I'm probably undiagnosed, like as a child.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
She might have got touched by the tism stick too.
But she was super nice, and she was a really good teacher, knows her stuff and all that kind of thing. It was hard to stay on track sometimes.
Very hard to stay on track. But
we liked her.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. So I mean, now we're like certified instructors for the AED and the CPR and the first aid. The AED and the CPR training was good. The first aid was lacking dramatically, in my opinion. But the thing is, we already know all that stuff. So it's kind of like, oh, you know, we know a bunch of that anyway. We've already got certified for all the first aid and trauma stuff and everything. So it's kind of like, whatever. So, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm glad we got all that stuff. And so it was good. It was long though. That's for sure. BS wants to know about the Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah, aren't they stopping it?
I don't know. I hadn't read a Farmer's Almanac, and I don't know when. I
think that they're not publishing it anymore after 2026.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, oh, I tell you, talking about books and stuff, Mother Earth News, it's part the ones where they do books like the Mother Earth News Publishing Company,
Mhm.
they might be coming to the Festivus.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. I talked to the guy. I talked to the guy that runs it yesterday, and I told him all the info on it. And he was like, yeah, he said, let me do some checking. He said, we've got an event right before it. He said, we might not be able to make it, but he said, let me see what I can do. So Mama Bear, they need to add the Stop the Bleed training to all the first aid programs. Yes.
It will be in ours.
What's that?
I said it will be in ours.
Yeah, it'll be in ours for sure. We're going to cover mostly the first aid. Honestly, mostly the first aid and CPR stuff is going to be for more businesses and stuff like that we're going to teach to businesses and stuff like that. More of the Stop the Bleed and the trauma management stuff is going to be for individuals, people like y'all that are on here, the preparedness minded people and the homesteaders doing that kind of stuff. Because realistically, I don't have an AED in my house, and I venture to say most other people don't have an AED just sitting around in their house.
Mama Bear said that she bought 10 copies of the 2026 Almanac for nostalgia.
Wow. I wonder if they're doing that because a lot of places are going, just all online and stuff like that.
It said that they cited financial challenges in the modern media landscape.
Well, I wonder if they'll keep doing it like a digital copy.
I don't know. It's been going since 1818.
Jeez. That's what
208 years it's been in publication.
Wow. BS says they will have no online presence. That's kind of crazy. That's you hate to see that stuff like that goes by the wayside. I don't know. Maybe somebody will pick it up and carry the torch and do something. I hadn't looked at a farmer's almanac, and I don't know when, to be honest with you.
Do you know the first time I ever bought a farmer's almanac? This was before I ever started homesteading or anything. Our daughter Jessica was getting when her and Josh got married. They actually got married on my birthday, the year that they got married, and we were trying to figure out if it was going to rain that day. And I bought an almanac, and it said that it wasn't going to rain that day, and it didn't rain that day.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Shoot, it's darn near 60 today.
I know. And everybody at work is sicker than a dog because the weather. I mean, 2 days ago, it was 30 degrees, and today it's almost 60. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, yeah. Dana says she potty trained both her kids with the Farmer's Almanac. So, by the farmer, does that mean you went by when to potty train them, or did you just beat them with it until they were potty trained?
Or use it as toilet paper?
Yeah. Mama Bear wants to
pull together and buy the brand and keep it going.
Yeah. I got like $20 in my pocket if that'll go anywhere. I don't know how much it'd take to buy it. Stephanie says her grandmother swore by the Farmer's Almanac. Well, Mama Bear, I tell you what, do the legwork, call them and be like, we want to buy this, and then we'll pool all our money together. So
if they're getting rid of it, it's got to be cheap, right?
Yeah. Pennies on the dollar. We might be able to swipe that thing in and get it for $1,000. Then we'd have to worry about publishing it. Hag Homestead showed up. Mama Bear says she's on it, so we'll see. Well, we've got a publishing company we're friends with.
We do?
Mike Atkins.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah. I talked to Mike for over an hour last night. The book is going to be out soon. Very, very soon. So he was like, it got held up. He was telling me, like, once it goes through its final edit, it'll go through its final edit, and then the publishing, the actual person that prints the books, the printer, will send him a copy of it, like the legit copy of it. And then he reads through it, makes sure it's good. And then as soon as he says, hey, everything's good on it, they start printing the books, and then they're ready. So he is going. He's waiting for the actual physical copy to come back. So pretty soon it should be set and ready to go. So he was like, tell everybody that it'll be soon, because I know I've got several people on here that are waiting for the book.
I'm expecting to have a signed copy at the festival.
Well, he's supposed to send me a signed copy as soon as it comes out. Like I'm going to get like number 1 off the press or something.
Well, whatever.
I will. Hey, well, I tell you what, he told me this book, that one, that's the very first one. This is the original. The original version of it. And then they went through and redid the artwork on the front and edited it. And he was like, you've got one of the original ones. He said there's only a few of those ever put out. So I'm like, cool, I'm going to hold on to that. So
I just ordered me a Farmer's Almanac on Amazon.
all right. Let's see.
If they're going to get rid of them, I want one of the 2026 ones.
Ground Fog said, thinks if somebody should turn it into an app would be a winner. That
Yeah,
might
that would
be
be
cool
good.
deal. I don't know anything about that. And no, it's not going to be online. So, hey, Swackum was the one that was asking me. Yes, see, did you find out when book 3? It should be what he was telling me, and the best I could read, like a couple weeks, and it'll be out. Because I talked to him for like an hour on the phone, and he was telling me all the info about it. So hopefully within about a week or two. And Mike's going to come on with either me or me and Shelly when the book is out, and we're going to talk about it. So he was like, I will come on the podcast. I was like, cool. So he'll be on here. So, all right.
An app would be a good idea.
Yes, that would be an amazing idea if you could do that. I don't know how to do all that stuff. I can barely send an email. So that's bad. Tell them about, hey, tell everybody, well, you got it in front of you. I've got it in front of me about all the workshops we got going on.
I don't have it up in front of me.
I wrote it down. If you want, we've got the pig processing workshop coming up March 21st. That's going to be here in Bowling Green at my place. We're going to take a pig. That thing will be alive and breathing in the morning, and it will be in VacMaster chamber seal bags that afternoon, in sausage, pork chops, all that fun stuff, ribs. But you can get your tickets for that on the website under workshops. That's going to be March 21st for the pig workshop. The sheep processing workshop, that's going to be April 11th. Same song, same dance. Those sheep are going to be alive that morning, and then they're going to be lamb chops and ground sausage in food saver bags or in VacMaster bags that afternoon. So you can get tickets for that on the website too. And then the radio workshop that everybody wants to come to, that people have been asking about, that's going to be May 30th. Brian and Susan from S&B Homestead Radio are coming up. We're going to, as Brian says, play radio most of that day. I was like, I don't want a bunch of PowerPoint crap. And he's like, we have to do a little bit. And I was like, a little bit will work. So a little bit of that. But I told him, I'm like, I want to get those radios out and play with those. And I'm like, I want to set up some improvised antennas, stuff like that. And I told him, I was like, we need to set an HF rig up and see how far out we can get with an HF rig. And he's like, we can do that. So we'll throw an antenna up a few feet in a tree and see what we get with it. It's going to be a fun class. I'm always excited when they come up and we get to do some radio stuff.
Yeah, they do a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah. And it's cool if you've got a little bit of knowledge, the stuff you can do on some expedited antennas and stuff like that. And everybody thinks you've got to have like this massive, 60-foot tower and stuff like that to get any kind of contacts on stuff. But man, my HF antenna is like 8 or 9 feet off the ground, and I hit all the way up in Michigan, hit to Atlanta, and then all the states that surround Kentucky. I was hitting those. Nobody's problem. No problem at all on it. So, but those are the workshops we've got coming up. So run to the website. if you get your tickets, it's going to be fun. Those workshops are always fun. We get to hang out for the day and talk about stuff that we can't talk about on YouTube if we want to. What'd Mama Bear say?
Someone already scooped it up. New ownership. Tim Conrad, founder of Unofficial Networks, acquired the publication to protect its legacy after it announced it would cease operation.
Well, we need to call Tim and see how much he paid for it. And be like, we'll give you 10% more. I mean, that's the way you do it. I mean, the guy can make 10% and then he go on about his merry way. And then we got a band of hooligans that are running the Farmer's Almanac.
You think they're going to be honest?
Who?
Whoever's running it.
Probably a bunch of left-wing turds bought it.
Probably.
No. So
any questions out there? Q&A night tonight. What you got?
Nobody has any questions. They asked all the questions last week. My jaw was hurting by the time I was done talking. So I don't know. I've covered it well. Go over. I know you got the Festivus pulled up. Over.
You had it pulled up.
I was doing this off my cheat sheet that I've got in front of me. So we've got some new workshops going. We've got a few new speakers going. So Mama Bear says I'm overwhelmed with prepping. I am overwhelmed with everything that I've got going. It's like,
Miss Sharon, I can see you in the chat.
Yes, we can see. We hadn't said hi to Miss Sharon.
I know. She's been in there like doing messages and stuff. Hi, Miss Sharon.
We're going to have to increase her pay. We've got to give her a pay raise. So, Miss Sharon, I'm sorry that Shelly has not recognized you. So,
hey, I said something before you did. The Farmer's Almanac is ending, but the old Farmer's Almanac will still be published.
All right.
I didn't know there were two different almanacs.
Wow.
What is the best weed preventer in the garden?
All right.
That isn't poison.
I've used vinegar and Dawn dishwashing soap before. You ever used that?
I have not. I've heard mixed reviews about it. Some people say it works. Some people say it doesn't. Did it work for you?
It doesn't. Like Roundup kills the root and everything. This won't kill the root. It doesn't last near as long and stuff like that. But I took it and just messed with it one day, and I put just straight vinegar on it before, and it'll kill it and does good. And I don't think it's really polluting anything. So, I mean, I've done it. It's not going to be near as long lasting. Honestly, I like a blowtorch. But
BS said that they tried, but it failed for them. So weeds in the garden, like in my garden, the bane of my existence is Bermuda grass. Like oh my God, I hate Bermuda grass. It's like all over the place. William Bond says that if your soil is healthy, you won't have as many weeds. So, and Dana says compost, weeds can't grow in healthy soil. Weeds are usually a result of your soil is needing something and the weeds satisfy that. So like if your soil is compacted, you'll get weeds that have super long roots that break the soil up. If your soil is, blowing away or eroding, you'll get weeds that have like a root system that kind of webs out and holds it together. It kind of, whatever the problem is with the soil, you'll get weeds that correct that problem. And like Dana said, if you have healthy soil, it reduces your weed impact. A lot of times what I resort to is just pulling them, which sucks. That's not fun either. So
I will tell you this, ground cover makes a big difference. Yes. So if you can, because like down in my food forest, we did our food forest in two sections. The older section on it, we used strawberries for ground cover. And there are very, very few weeds in that area. The newer section, the strawberries didn't do near as good and didn't really fill in. Of course, they had, a year and a half behind, something like that.
Yeah.
So they didn't fill in. So I got more weeds in the newer part just because I didn't have the ground cover there. And it's like they say, if you don't put something there, Mother Nature will put something there. So ground cover is a big thing on that.
And I will tell you this, if you come to the festival, Mike Sparks, what is the name of his homestead? I can't think of it.
Shoot, I forgot.
I can't think what the name of it is, but he's always the guy. He's down on the floor. His booth is usually close to B&S or S&B Homestead Radio, but he has like all kinds of seeds and stuff that he sells. He'll bring plants and trees and bushes and stuff like that. But this last year, he started selling in gallon-sized bags mixtures of seeds that it's all different kinds of seeds that are all, he calls it soil building mix. And you just kind of throw that out for ground cover or whatever, and it helps to make your soil healthy and build soil. Yeah. So
it's food, plant nursery.
Yeah, food plant nursery. Well, so come to the festival and talk to Mike Sparks, and he's all about soil building.
Well, hey, Mike wanted to know when the fermenting class video is coming out.
I'm working on it.
Is it on your iPad or my iPad?
Mine.
Okay. All right. So that's Shelly that's holding it up, Mike, not me.
Yep.
And then Frank wants to know what's the usual price of land in y'all's area. Shelly, you tell him what the usual price is around your place, and then I'll tell him the astronomical stuff where I'm at.
So I live in very rural Kentucky. The county that I live in is mostly agricultural. Land is going for about $5,000 to $6,000 an acre,
which is still reasonable.
Yeah, it's very reasonable. Yes.
I'm in Warren County. Land here, the farm behind me or farm close to me is supposedly under contract. It's 110 acres, I think, and it's $35,000 an acre. And then you'll pay $35,000 to $40,000 an acre, depending on what you want to buy here in Warren County. Now, if you get up on the north end of Warren County, it's a little bit cheaper, but down on the south end where I'm at, it's gonna run you $35,000 an acre, which I think is just crazy. It's like how do people afford some of this stuff?
So is the north end of Warren County, is that up around Edmonson County?
Yeah, like Richardsville, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Up like really once you get on past Warren East, land's still expensive around Warren East, but once you get past like Warren East, and then if you get over in Richardsville, it starts getting a little bit cheaper, but then the ground gets a lot rockier and a lot hillier and stuff like that. Here, on the south end.
Is that considered Smith's Grove? Is that north or is that just east?
Smith's Grove is north. It's northeast.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you're looking $35,000-$40,000 an acre. And Mama Bear says, I think my family thinks I'm paranoid. I don't know what to do first and want a community with mentors, but I'm wary of scammy situations. Yes, I would agree about that. And Mama Bear, I should know where you're at. Where are you at? And we might know somebody that's close. It's crazy all the people we know in different states now. What else do we see? Catch up on the comments.
Okay, let me get back here. Let's see. Dana says, I came home from the festival last year and started my first pile, talking about compost. By the time early fall came around, so the festival is in July. She says, by the time early fall came around, I had soil drenched with compost extract 5 times. I'm super excited about this growing season.
Oh, yeah.
BS says their ultimate goal is permaculture. Miss Sharon says, my whole yard is covered in purple dead nettle. Yay. I don't want it all gone. Rabbits love it, and it's good for us too. Yes, you can do all kinds of stuff with purple dead nettle, and it makes amazing tea that's really good. Stephanie's going to keep watching for the fermenting video. We'll get it out.
If we hold out, she'll stay. As soon as we release it, she's going to watch it and be gone. So take your time.
Yep. Bill says, once the microbiology is established, weeds, including Bermuda grass, won't grow. In the meantime, if you saturate cardboard, put down at least 2 layers, heavy mulch, wood chips, weeds, slow down. Yep. All those work.
Yeah.
Mike says Ohio County land is cheap and taxes are low.
Look, so put what Dana, I'm North Warren, Dana. Let's not lie. You're in Edmonson County, honey. She's Edmonson County, isn't she, Shelley? You've been there. Did you cross?
I've been there, but you go back and forth in and out. I don't know if she's in Edmonson County or Warren County, because when I go there, it's like, welcome to Warren County, welcome to Edmonson County. I don't know what county I'm in.
Well, one of the funny things about saying where you live, this girl I was dating in college, I went over to a family thing with her, and one of her older cousins was there, and she worked for Dollar General. And the Dollar General corporate now is in just north of Rivergate, Madison.
Yeah, it's in Tennessee. Yeah.
This girl lived in Portland, is where she lived, and I knew where she lived. And we were all at the family thing, and she was talking about how she worked for Dollar General, and she was like, "Yes, we live in Nashville, and all this. We're Nashville people." And I looked at her. I was like, "Girl," I said, "you don't live in Nashville." I said, "You live in Portland." I said, "There's a hell of a difference between Portland and Nashville." And her face,
it's not even close.
Yeah, her face went pale, and she was just like, "Oh, what do you mean?" I was like, "You live in Portland. Stop telling people that."
So Stephanie said she's looking for land in around Warren County. Most of what is offered online is pretty pricey. Even if it's not online, it's pricey.
I would tell people, if you're looking to move closer here to Warren County or closer to us, look in Allen County or Logan County, because once you cross the county line, the prices go down quite a bit, and you're still Allen County and Logan County both have 4-lane divided highways coming into Warren County now. So, see, I was messing with Dana, and she said it's true. Dana, we'll call you a Warren County person if it makes you feel any better. What else? The chat's doing good. I can't keep up.
Let's see.
Jeanette showed up.
So Mama Bear asked about, for land acquisition, what about agricultural grants? I don't know a lot about agricultural grants. I know that there's a lot of grant programs, in Kentucky. They announce them all the time in the county that I live in. And I do not, this is just me. And you can do whatever you want, but this is just me. I do not like the idea of filling out forms for the government to come onto my land for anything. Yeah. And I know that people say that they don't do that, but if they have my stuff and they've given me money for things, for improvements or whatever, I just, I feel like they can do what they want to do. So I don't know.
They've got.
I'm not the person to ask about that.
They've got to come and inspect it and everything, because I know some guys put some hoop houses up. And they have to come inspect the hoop houses. So,
right. I'm sorry, I shut off the one that you grabbed.
BS was asking about the cardboard, but yeah, I'm of the same opinion. It's like, I want to use my money, even if it takes me longer, because then it's like, it's my money. I paid for it. I can build it and do it the way I want, and no government needs to know about it. I'm like, I don't need the government except for to protect our borders. And other than that, leave me the hell alone, and I'm good. So, but BS wants to know the cardboard, the glue. Most of the glue is it's all a food grade. Yeah, it's all a food grade glue and a food grade ink that they use on it. And anyway, too, if you're composting some of that stuff, any toxins are going to get tied up. BS. It might be where the action's at. I mean, if you're into that stuff.
Oh, Lord.
Should we call that a furry?
Oh, God.
Would you be classified as a furry?
Uh, uh, This is
Mama,
awful. This is awful. The farmland and rural areas around me are slated to be the home of data centers. People are super upset. I don't blame you.
yeah. Mama Bear said she's in Virginia, Richmond.
Says they absolutely will, and they will dictate what you can and can't do with your property. Yeah, I'm not into that.
Yeah. Well, Mama Bear, you just need to look about moving closer here. I mean, I like Kentucky, or you can hit Tennessee. So Tennessee's not bad. I mean, if you want to do go Vols and wear orange.
We are almost out of time. So can we real quick go over our festival? I do have it up now, the festival stuff.
Hell, I'm still looking at the comments.
I know. They're rolling in, aren't they?
Do it.
So, okay, speakers for the festival. We've got William Bond coming back. So if you have any questions about permaculture, any questions about composting, any questions about soil health, that's the guy that you need to talk to. He's going to be there sharing all of his information. We've got Jacob Peterson coming in, deprogramming and understanding psyops for normal people. That would be me, because I don't even understand what that means. So maybe he can teach me something.
Jacob and I have been working on that talk. So
Brittany Baker, she's going to be coming in and talking about everyday life from everyday life to financial resilience. She's going to be talking a lot about marketing your stuff too. Kayla Lynn, mindset meets morality, the duty of the martial path.
Kayla is tactical response.
Oh, gotga. Okay. Haas Boyd is in the U.S. Air Force, retired. He's not in it now. He's retired. He's going to be talking about what it takes to go off the grid with solar energy storage and generators. Very interesting. Brian and Susan Dudley are going to be back from S&B Homestead Radios and talking all things radio. Erica Anderson and Dylan Searcy from Chronically Healthy, they're going to be back talking about, I'm not sure what they're talking about. I think I need to talk to Erica about that.
Yeah, they're going to talk about something different.
Yeah. They're actually a wealth of information. They have so much great information about health sovereignty and all of that kind of stuff. If you can hook up with them and Leslie from, School of Earth and All, our herbal chick, they can get you squared away on health sovereignty, let me tell you. And then Jeff Smith is coming back, everyday prepper. I'm not sure what he's going to be talking about, but he is also a wealth of information. He knows a lot of different things. And you know what, Jeff? So Jeff has a festival coming up here in May up in Ohio, the Heartland Self-reliance Festival, I think is what it's called. And I went up there last year for the festival. I'm not going to be there this year because Randy and I are actually going to be on vacation the week that the festival is happening. But if you live in Ohio or close to Ohio, it's up in the whole Amish area, kind of northeastern quadrant of Ohio. It's a great festival. You'll really enjoy it. He has a lot of great speakers, and it's really just in a neat town. We enjoyed the town as much as we enjoyed the festival because it's got all these like little Amish restaurants and all that kind of stuff. It's just really nice. But Jeff he's been to every one of our festivals that we've done. And I'm not even sure, like, what number are we on right now? I'm not even sure.
Five or six. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. But he has spoken at every one of our festivals. He's a super awesome guy, very knowledgeable about prepping and sustainability and even homesteading stuff and all of that. If you want to know about like old tools, restoring tools, bartering, just so many different things that this guy knows about. He's a wealth of knowledge, and we just love having him around. And then sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead. I got two that aren't on there that I'm waiting for their info. Okay.
Barbara Sue Kowalski is going to be demonstrating or talking about fresh milled flour. So who are the two that you have?
Pat Milichek, that is Soil Saviors. He is coming. I'm waiting for his picture and his bio. I hadn't got it up there yet. He hadn't sent it to me, but Pat's going to be there. And then also Crystal from Charmingly Frugal. You can find her on TikTok. She's on Instagram too, and she's on YouTube. So she's from Utah, and she's a mom, and she does all kinds of prepper stuff, homesteading stuff. I think right now, the other day I saw her, she was putting a bunch of seeds, starting a bunch of seeds, and they had already sprouted. So
that's what Dana's doing too. Dana's got all her seeds. They're growing crazy.
Yeah. So go check her out, but she will be there. I think she does a lot of canning stuff. So she told me that she was probably going to help Lawrence do some canning demos, which will be pretty cool. And then the workshop stuff.
So workshops that we have, we've got Intro to Land Navigation with Mike Adkins.
Author Mike Adkins.
Yeah. He is really, he's known as the all-around badass. Just, you know. And then we've got yes, he needs a shirt. We've got Homestead Protection with Scott. What is it, Wiley or Willie?
I think it's Wiley.
Don't
say Willie after we've talked about deer.
You always got to go back there.
Yeah.
Sean Terrio is coming back. So Sean is the co-founder of mark37.com, and he teaches people how to use technology and not be detected. Is that am I saying that right? Like to stay off of the radar and not be traced and all that kind of stuff. He has a lot of great information, like things that I hadn't even thought about. He's a really, really knowledgeable guy. Enos Zook is going to be coming back. Enos was at our very first festival, and this dude, he is a hoot. I mean, I love talking to him. He's like one of the friendliest people I've ever met. He's going to be coming in and talking about trapping. And then we've got Dakota Labato. Am I saying that right?
I think so.
Better Built Dogs. So they're going to be coming and teaching pets and protectors prepping to unleash potential. But they're bringing their dogs and talking about using them on the homestead and for protection and all of that kind of thing. Dana, who's in the comments tonight, she's going to be doing a fermentation workshop. Yay, Dana!
Oh.
So she's going to be talking to people about why fermentation is so important. And let me tell y'all, you need to come and hear this workshop. This whole fermentation thing has like changed my life. I am loving it. And I never thought it was something that I could do because I was never successful at it before. And now it's just one more tool in my tool belt that's helping me to get healthy. Bill says, don't you have a leather guy that comes to the festival? Yes, we do. His name is Bruce DeVries, and he's DeVries Leather. He is also another one who has been to every one of our festivals and does workshops and sponsors us, all that stuff. Bruce is amazing. So then we have Metal Forging with Mike Key and Kim Breed. They are actually, they come to the festival and sell knives. Actually, this right here is a Mike Key knife. He made this one. It's not, I can't think of what this is called. It starts with a C, and I can't remember what it is. I got it to chop herbs and stuff like that. And I actually had misplaced it for like 6 months after the festival that I bought it at, which was like the one before last or something like that. And then I was cleaning something out and I was like, oh my God, there it is. I found it. But he makes some amazing knives, let me tell you. So does Kim.
They're going to set up a forge, and we're actually going to hammer hot metal.
That's exciting. I'm really excited to see that. Just that whole demonstration. That just intrigues me. And then we've got Ryan Steva that's going to be coming and talking about homestead through a permaculture lens. And Mallory Knopp is going to be speaking on microgreens. I'm really excited about that. I want to learn more about that. And then Suzanne Shires coming back?
Yeah, she's coming back. She's going to be doing, if you want to set up essentially your backyard medicine garden, what herbs to put in, and essentially taking, a bare piece of dirt, and it's like, hey, I want all the medicinal herbs I can get. Let's figure out what we need to do and where we need to put those. So
Absolutely.
she's going to talk about that.
And then, of course, Leslie's going to be back. Tincture making 101 and advanced tincture making. That may have been left over from last time.
No, it's not. She did.
That's what she's doing.
This is something totally different this time.
Awesome. Yay. Darren is going to be back doing chicken processing. I'm 98% certain that Patty and I will be doing rabbit care and processing. So if you're interested to learn about how to process rabbits, and that's Patty, that's Darren's wife, Patty.
BS,
Patty,
yes.
if you listen to this, we need to get on a phone call because Jason's been harping on me about talking to you about doing this. So call me. Jane Clark is going to be coming back doing sourdough. She's an awesome sourdough instructor. And then, of course, our Lawrence, he's going to be teaching canning. Bruce will be back talking about biochar. Dayton Bornick, remember the kid we had last year? Dayton is like, I don't know, an autodidact. Is that what you want to call him? He is so stinking smart. I mean, this kid is just absolutely amazing. He's been teaching since he was like 14 years old or something like that. But he's the kid at the festival last year that was teaching people how to get out of handcuffs and stuff like that. So he's going to be back doing a workshop. Greg will be back. Greg New will be back talking about beekeeping. We're bringing Miss Katie back. And then Barbara Sue, her and Philip will be doing some stuff too. So yeah, it's going to be, and there's still more to come. They're not all on here. So yeah. It's going to be a fantastic festival this year. A lot of fun, a lot of great workshops, a lot of things to learn. Come and get some knowledge on and meet your tribe, man.
Well, hey, BS, if you look, yes, all this is on the website. If you go at the top of the page, if you hit festival information and go the drop-down menu, if you hit festival and scroll down, you'll see the speaker lineup, and underneath it is the hands-on workshops. So the speakers essentially the speakers are just going to do like a lecture and just do an informative thing. The hands-on workshops are a longer thing where you're actually going to get your hands dirty, do some stuff like that. So look at it, scroll down to the hands-on workshops. That's what Shelly was reading off the last part of it. And Grit and Grace is here. Hey, Grit and Grace, I hadn't seen you in a hot minute. Are you coming to the festival this time? You were going to come last time, and we didn't get to see you, but I hope you come this time. So I hadn't seen her in forever. So, yeah, BS, that's what it is. If you'll scroll down, you'll see the speaker lineup, and then you'll see the hands-on workshops. So, and there's more stuff to add. Part of this is I'm waiting for people to get me their info. So once the people get me all their info, then I stick them up on the website. So that, and I'm working on some different speakers too. We've probably got another 2 or 3 speakers and probably another 2 or 3 workshops that are going to be posted on there. I mean, it's going to be a jam-packed weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So Grace said she's going to try her best. So
we'd love to see you.
Yeah, he meets you in person. So, and Bill says I'm actually going to try filming again and add to my boring farm stuff on YouTube.
That would be awesome, Bill.
Don't give up. You might feel stupid doing it, but
yeah, don't give up. I actually put out a video a couple days ago from just showing the wine that Josh and I made. And I hadn't put any content. I mean, besides our lives, I hadn't put any content out since like October, I think it was. So yeah, go check it out.
Stephanie said that's a lot of being offered for a reasonable price. Yeah. And the tickets, honestly, the tickets are $45 for all weekend, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That gets you in to everything. You have access to the whole kit and caboodle for $45. The only thing extra that is involved with the festival is we're going to have our trauma management course going on Thursday. That's an extra thing that is on top of that. As soon as we get the graphics for it, it will be on the website. Hopefully by Friday morning, it will be on the website because I'm going to talk about it Friday morning. So, but for $45, you get all 3 days. And the only extra thing that'll be there is the trauma management workshop or the trauma management class that's going to be on Thursday. So,
Bill, if you're getting rain right now, that's probably headed our way. We usually get our weather from your direction.
Apparently,
go ahead.
Grit and Grace did a big live stream. I'm going to have to go watch that.
Yeah, I will too. I didn't know they had a YouTube channel.
Well,
let me go find it. So
Ground
I can
Fog,
subscribe.
I do not have a Discord, Telegram, or Signal chat. Is it worth doing? I don't know a whole lot about that. I'll tell you what, Ground Fog, send me an email and we'll talk about that. I don't know a lot about it. If it's worth doing, I'll set one up. I don't care to.
What's the name of the channel?
It's Grit and Grace, the Farming Florist.
Grit and Grace, the Farming Florist.
Miss Sharon put it in the chat, I think.
Let's see it. Well, there they are. I am subscribed, Grit and Grace. I will have to go check out that video. So just real quick, I have a request. It's kind of serious. I have a request for you all because I know we have an awesome community. And I know that most of you all that are in here are praying folk, and I appreciate that. My brother yesterday was diagnosed with cancer, and I think he's going to be okay. I think that what he has is hopefully curable and has not metastasized. But if you all could just lift him up in prayer, I would greatly appreciate that. Just thanks.
I bet they'll do it. I guarantee.
I bet they will too. I mean, I know if I get enough people praying, he'll be fine. Everything will be fine. God's got it, right?
Yeah. We don't allow dicks in our chat, do we? We've got nice people. So
especially not the guys that stop on the side of the road to do their thing with deers.
Yeah. All right. Guys, I appreciate it. Throw some prayers to Shelly's brother for sure.
Thank you all very much. I appreciate all of you.
So, and guys, if y'all need anything, shoot us an email. I will be back here Friday morning talking about something fun. There will be no deer chat on Friday morning. We're gonna blank that out of our brains. Oh, one thing. Remember, real quick. Remember what I told Greg when we were eating Saturday afternoon about, because Greg said something about making sure you wear your safety glasses and your PPE when you're doing this stuff. Did you not remember? Did you not hear what I told him?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we're sitting at the Mexican restaurant, and we're talking about the class and everything. And Greg's like, yeah, it's kind of funny, you know, the guys were putting on their PPE and they had to make sure they had their safety glasses on. And I was like, Greg, you've got to remember your safety glasses. I said, just remember, I said, you can't hear boobies. And Greg was like, did you really just say that? And I was like, yes, I did. I was like, it's hilarious. I saw it on TikTok. So can we do that for a shirt? No.
You know, I mean, if you do it and people buy them, I don't know.
It might be hilarious. People might buy them. You never know. So
Bill said that it says my partner next door lost his baby sister a few days ago. Speaking of praying for people, so lift her up in prayer too, or lift them up in prayer.
Yeah.
Why not BS? Because sometimes I have to rein Jason in. Sometimes it's just absolutely not appropriate. But
it can't be worse.
No, if y'all buy it, what do I have to say? I have nothing to say.
Well, is it worse than the wood chipper shirt?
The wood chipper. I agree with the wood chipper shirt. I think pedophiles should be run through a wood chipper.
Yeah. That or a guillotine.
Yeah.
But that's too
Not
humane.
opposed to that at all. Huh?
The guillotine's too humane.
Yeah.
So
BS says, I have a great idea.
let's hear it. I want to hear the great idea. We might be on the same channel. I would like.
He said a Muhlenberg County shirt. Oh, Lord.
I'm going to write that down. Deer shirt. Somebody has probably already beat that to us, I bet. So I still want to do the rock, paper, scissors, flashbang shirt.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. So we'll have to think of a deer shirt. I bet somebody's already done it on TikTok. And add the safety glass. Yeah.
I just Googled Muhlenberg County deer shirt, and there's nothing on here.
Oh, we could be the first to it.
I don't know that I want to be that person. It's so gross.
It's funny.
Oh, it's so gross.
Mama Bear, if you want the wood chipper shirt or hoodie, you can get it on the website under the swag. And on the back, it says compost pedophiles. Is what the back of it says.
I did hear about the drunk raccoon in the liquor store.
You talked about that.
Yeah, we had it on the show the night when it happened. That was a news story.
Yeah, ground fog. It was inappropriate act with a dead deer on the side of the road. If you just Google Muhlenberg County deer, I guarantee it will come up. We're not going to rehash it. You can watch.
Or go back and watch the beginning of this video, and I read the news article.
Yeah. So you can just Google Muhlenberg County deer, and it will come up.
Oh my God! It says the animal control officer who responded to him is a friend. That's
hilarious.
Holy crap! I think we're going to need details, Mama Bear.
Yeah. Send us some details on that one. So
it says all the deer in Muhlenberg County have yet another worry tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yes, ground fog. Something about it being mounted.
Yeah, there was, so in the news, like if you go look at the comments from the original article, there's some mayor, and it's somewhere in Kentucky. It had mayor of in the town. I can't remember the town, and then his name, and the guy said, I don't think he understood what it means to mount a deer. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, I've got it. You're gonna have what you do. It's on the front of the shirt. You've got like a head mount, and it says option 1, and then on the back it's just got the butt of a deer, and it says option 2 to mount.
So as long as there's nobody inappropriately going at a deer, I'm okay with that.
Hey, that would that not be fun?
Yeah, that would be funny.
Mount option 1, and then on the back mount option 2, and just put Muhlenberg County, baby. Or what we could do, the front of it would be the regular head mount, and it would be traditional mount, and on the back it would be the Muhlenberg County mount. That would be funny. I've got to call the t-shirt guy tonight.
So you don't think we'd like piss off everybody in Muhlenberg County?
Who cares? They can't read.
Don't say that.
They can't. They have to.
Oh my God!
They have to listen to the news.
Dude,
they don't read.
May come to our festival. Stop saying that.
There's nobody in Muhlenberg County here. The closest one's Mike. And Mike and I both read at the 3rd grade reading level. We read to each other.
You're killing me. You are killing me.
I'm going to get the shirt made. If y'all, I'm serious. If I get the shirts, will y'all buy the shirts?
Randy would buy one.
We're going to retire. I would wear that shirt to wherever. So.
Pirate theme. Dead deer tell no tales.
All right. I'm going to get the shirt. So
traditional mount and Muhlenberg mount. That's funny.
Yeah, I grew up there. Can't read. That's pretty funny. Well, she had the sense. She could read enough to read the map to get out of Muhlenberg County. That's what it was. That's why they don't teach them to read, because then they can get out.
Oh, dang.
So, I wish Jake Likens was in here tonight. He's one of my fraternity brothers, and he's from Muhlenberg County. So,
Mike Shepard says, "I'm in Ohio County."
Yeah. All right, Miss Sharon, dead deer telling tales about tales. All right, I want to write that.
Y'all, we gotta go, man. My cheeks are killing me. Oh, I'm calling
the t-shirt guy in the morning. We're gonna have those up.
Call him. Okay, call him.
All right, that's gonna go viral. We could put it on a TikTok shop.
Yeah, we could.
Because trashy people are on TikTok. Yeah.
Because Jason's on there.
Hey, we're Kentucky Sustainable Living's on TikTok, by George. I'm just glad people can't see the videos I like, because some of them are trashy as hell. I admit it. So, Stephanie, you need to get up here closer to Warren County. I'll tell you that much. All right, we do need to go. It's 9:21, and Lincoln is ready for me to hang out with him for a few minutes before it's bedtime.
I'm ready to get into bed. It's way past my bedtime.
Yeah. All right, guys, we appreciate you. I will see you Friday morning. If you need anything, shoot me an email. Y'all have an awesome night. See you
later.